guys take on a daily basis. All right. All right. Good to see everybody. We're going to have a good week. As you can see, I'm in my home office again, right? For just a couple of days. And then we head out to Utah again. So big waves to you. Happy Monday. Andrea is like, get to it, get to it. All right. Just so everybody knows, we have been rocking the Coach's Corner. Our number, like the people that are visiting in, checking us out, coming back to visit, it's been really good. So this word's for you this morning because of your commitment to the Coach's Corner. The word's commitment, but it was probably one of the better words for Brent Palmer this morning. Okay. So that's for you, Tracy Turnberg, that says I say that every day. This word was really good for me. And so I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you my thoughts. If you look at commitment, you could look at carry out or penetrate a mistake, a crime, an immoral act. It's not where I went. Pledge or bind a person or an organization to a certain course or policy. Be dedicated to something. And I got to go back. I kind of, in my mind, I went, how many times have I broke commitments to do something not very good? Now, you might call it a immoral act or something, not good. I was a knucklehead growing up, and I tell you what, I pray for myself daily because I'm still a knucklehead. I'm still somebody that just, falls off track all the time. I'm trying to get around Arlene and Enos and them straighten me out over time, but I'm all the time slipping up. And I think about commitment, be dedicated to something. And I pulled up Tony Robbins said this: the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. The only limitation to your impact, how committed are you? And to commit is an act. It's like an action. It's not a word. So how many times have I said, I'm committed. I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to get in the gym. But then I don't act. So I say all the words. It sounds great. I've even had times where I've come on in front of people and I've told everybody, hey, we're going to do this and everything. And then behind the scenes, am I acting on what I'm talking about? I'm throwing myself all up under the bus this morning. So to commit is truly to take action. So I got a question for you. Have you ever given up? Have you ever gave up on a fight? Have you ever gave up on a fight for maybe it's weight loss, a fight that you're in for maybe a relationship, a fight that you're in maybe over your job or your profession? Maybe it's just a goal out there that I hadn't named. Have you ever given up on the fight? Have you ever just said, you know what? I'm turning around and I'm going to retreat. Commitment issues are somewhat of a broad term, typically to refer to a pattern of a lack of consistency, struggling to stay the course when things become rough. I say this all the time. I really believe this, that we have perfected quitting in the world, like taking our ball and going to the next thing, because it's got to be better over there, right? It's got to be a better playing field, right? This one has gotten a little dull, a little aggravating, a little rough. So I'm going to go over here and play because it's got to be better. So we jump to the next best thing. When really commitment is a daily, it's just a daily mental game. You must take with you all the 24 hours of the day. And Andrea's going to talk about how to commit, but I believe, let me just say this. I believe we jump to the next game on the block when times get rough, whether it's our weight loss, we jump and we say, just I almost said something. Just, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to start eating ice cream. Just, I'm tired of this. And I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to start eating Snicker bars or Twix. Maybe it's a relationship. I'm tired of this. So it's just got to be easier just to be done and go to something else. Maybe it's a job, profession. I don't need this. I'm going to do it over here because they got it figured out. Nobody's got it figured out. One person does. And it's all because we need immediate relief. You know, it's really what it is, man. When times get tough, I just need something that'll just give me some immediate relief. And I pray today for really me and you out there that we find what it is that we want to do and we stay committed to it, because commitment is it's a mental game between our two ears that we got to take with us. I grab that Snicker bar and I go, is that really worth it? I start to argue with my person that I want to build a relationship with. I go, is it really worth it? It's a mental game. My profession, when the going gets tough, I go, that looks a lot better, but is it really worth it in the long term? Because down the road, I'm going to be looking for the next. I got to stay committed. And so this word to me today was a great start to the week. I want to take commitment with me throughout the day today. And then tomorrow I want to wake up and do it again. Rinse and repeat. So Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Oh my goodness. Well, isn't it great to start a Monday on such a note? Like, I just feel like, well, I almost wish I had read through your notes before I went to bed last night, because I feel like I would have woken up different this morning. So I'm going to bring this through the rest of my week. And thank you for that, Coach. So what I looked into was the how. You guys know I love my to-do list. I want an action item. Like, tell me how to do this. So how does Andrea Rosser commit to something more fully? So first of all, take away choice. So when we're only like partially committed, we'll think, you know, for example, a diet, right? And I'll say to myself, I'm going to do really great. And then I give myself all of these exceptions when I'm at home, when I'm not eating with the kids, when it's not the weekend, or if it isn't anybody's birthday, or there isn't a holiday. Like, I give myself all of these outs of when I don't have to make good decisions. And when we do this, we really shrink what we're actually committing to, and we'll see that we just completely can lose that commitment. Next, do it with your entire being. So going through the motions doesn't count. If you're going to do it with everything that you have. You know, show up fully, put your whole heart into it, or don't do it at all. You're not committed. Next, remember your deeper why. So sometimes we can look around and I can say, you know, I'll think about my health. That's what we're going to focus on today. And I'll, you know, think, exercise isn't that important this morning. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep in. It's a little chilly out. Maddie doesn't have her coat, you know, because the dog needs the coat, whatever it may be, right? But if I think about the deeper why did I start a health journey? It had nothing to do with what bathing suit I was going to wear. And it had everything to do with when I am 70, when I'm 80, when I'm 90, when I'm 122, I want to be able to bend over and touch my toes without it being difficult. I want to be able to walk without losing my balance. And that's going to take core muscles. I want to be able, this is a big one. I want to be able to lift my luggage in the overhead bin as I travel the world, right? Small, not super important things in the big picture, but they're things that are going to improve the quality of my life from now until however long God blesses me. So yeah, the commitment is to the walk, but it's for that bigger why. Next, if you're not fully doing it, right? So if I say I'm committed to my health and I'm not doing it, I need to ask myself, what's holding me back, right? If I'm not upholding this commitment, then there's a reason. If I'm just going through the motions, what's stopping me? What's getting in my way? You know, there might be some fear there, right? There might be well, Maddie agrees with that. There might be a reason that I'm not giving it the focus that it deserves. Pause and give yourself a minute to figure out what you need to do in order to deepen the commitment. Maddie says, Mom, you didn't take me on my walk. Where's my commitment? Next, we're going to say, oh my goodness. We're going to say, oh my goodness. Add commitments only slowly. So let's face it. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I think most of us are probably this way, where if we want to do it and we want to do it all, I want to lose weight and I want to get smarter and I want to have a more successful business and I want, my kids to feel cherished every moment of the day. And I want my house always clean. And I really want my dog to be quiet. So we'll have all of these things that we want, but we have to start slowly because there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much we can do. So choose those commitments very wisely, start slowly, and then stack them on top of each other. And lastly, get rid of the commitments that you're not going to uphold. A lot of times we make commitments to ourselves that we never really mean to keep, right? We make commitments to the people that we love that we really can't commit to, or to our job, or to different things. So have those hard conversations with yourself and with others that if you say, in this season, I absolutely cannot do this. I love you. I respect you. I wish I could, but it's just not something I can add to my plate right now. We're going to have to push this off until after Christmas, or this is going to be something for Andrea's 2023, or whatever it may be. But push away the commitments respectfully and, with compassion that you actually do not have room for on your plate right now. So thank you guys. Maddie is really excited to be on with us this morning. Appreciate you on this Monday.
Andrea, thank you. Great lesson. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I want to give a special shout out to Jane Brief. Jane and Rick come to us every morning, but Jane just got dropped off at the airport because her father is in emergency kind of attention right now. And so big prayers going up. Rick, make sure Jane knows. And if anybody throw up prayers their way, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. We take you through our day, and thanks for being a part of this. This is awesome. The numbers are awesome. The people that come here every day, you guys are awesome. So happy Monday. We'll see you back tomorrow. Love you guys. Grateful for you.
Love you
God bless.
guys. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Coach.
Great.
Great
Have a
message.
great day.
See you out in White.